there, I've just rented this Proton Saga Lite version. I don't know why it's called Lite version. Maybe a lot of things are not in place, such as the accessories and so on. So let's take a look at this. This is a 2022 car and it looks like a 10 years old car. Yeah, that's because the model itself, this model itself is, I think, about 10 years old. Yeah, then they keep having minor changes to it, not really facelift, just keep changing the bumpers, you know, some stripes over there, and then the over there the grills, and that's about it. You know, the overall shape still looks the same. And from behind is how it looks like. Yeah, nothing to shout about. I think they just changed the bumper and yeah, over here as well, and then maybe the spoiler. I mean, these have been there for 10 years, I think. And this is how the key looks like. And this is not keyless. I still need to put in the key to start the car. So let's get inside. Yeah, I need to unlock first. Then yeah, to start the car I still need to use the key. Well, come to think of it, it's safer that way. I don't know, I've not been using keys to start car for about 10 years now. So inside here you get to see this is all hard plastic. Yeah, you see stitching here, this is just plastic molding. Yeah, and there's a glove box. Okay, it doesn't come down slowly, but for this car, the price of 40,000, I think, this is what you get. Yeah, everything is black in color. There is no soft touch, no textile, no leathers. So everything is hard here on the door side. Yeah, and this is cloth or textile seats. Yeah, of course at this price you don't get leather seats. And from behind it looks like that. There's no center console, there's no armrest. Yep, and the headrest is not removable for the rears. And yeah, I ran this, so nothing to complain about. Okay, and apparently it's a e-hailing car. It's just like Uber. We call it Grab here. So I actually rented a Uber to drive for these 3 days. Well, it's working, it's okay. So this is how the dashboard looks like. This is the speedometer. Pretty basic. There's nothing I can do. I think I can only change the trip A, trip B, and that's about it. You know, nothing else I can do here. And you can see how fast you're going and in which mode you are in. Now is I'm in a P, parking. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Looking at this part, this is the steering. Nothing to shout about. There's no buttons anywhere here. This is the Proton logo. Proton, ever since they have merged together with Geely from China. The build quality have actually quite positive. Yeah, but when I'm moving slightly faster, then I still hear some creaking sounds here and there. But compared to the last Proton I've driven, I think 7 or 8 years back, this is so much better. Yeah, at least you don't see loose when you do push. When you push around, everything is fit. Yeah, you don't see that it's moving. See that? So this is considered good. Yeah, although this should be the standard, but for Proton, I think this is considered very, very good. Yeah, they used to use very, very low end plastics, like those toys. Yeah, but those are gone. Okay, so over here you get to have this mirror controls and all this as well, but nothing to shout about. I do prefer if you have an auto, but nevertheless it's working. I just need to press longer to get it all down. Yeah, this is really bare, really bare. And as for the radio or the head unit here, this is really, yeah, I don't know, but it sounds pretty good. Yeah, the speakers, it's loud enough. Yeah, and I think you do have Bluetooth as well, if you see here. And these are of course the buttons to change stations and so on. Yeah, good enough for me. Yeah, the display is a little yeah, a little retro, I think, and the reflections, oh my god, why is it so reflective? From my eye, it's not so bad. Yeah, and if you take a look here on top, you don't have a sunglass holder, but you do get LED lights in white bulb, and that's pretty good. And this, I'm not sure what's that. And as of this, you see these are some Chinese patterns. Yeah, because this is entirely taken over from Geely. So this is how the gear lever looks like, and of course there's a handbrake. So it's pretty much that. Yeah, and you have a USB here, and of course if still people using this cigarette thingy, of course you can use it for other electrical items as well if you have, but only very small ones. Yeah, maybe it's more likely to become another handphone charger. Yeah, so is there enough storage? Take a look here. This should fit a small bottle, but I've tried using this. This is pretty big actually. Yeah, looking at my hand, it can I can put it, but it's not fitting it properly. But yeah, that's good enough. And over here, this is good enough for you to put 2 phones, maybe some small wallet here, 2 cups, and yeah, I don't know what you can put here. Okay, but there's 2 more places for you to charge as well. And of course on the passenger side you have these handles. I don't know why people call it oh my god handles, but I think it's just another name for it. There's also a hook behind there, yeah, for you to put all the takeaways. I think it's pretty popular among Asians. Oh, there's another one over here this side as well. There isn't any on the driver's side. So looking at the rear, there is a small hump in the middle. Well, that's okay, and you can use that place to place a small bottle, and I think that's about it. Should sit 2 person quite comfortably. I'm trying to find how to open the trunk. Oh, it's here. Okay, this is the petrol. We just pop this up, this one as well, and let's check out. So this is how the petrol lid looks like. Of course you got under cover there, and I have popped this up just now, and looking inside here, it's pretty big. Yeah, and I believe you can also open up the space from inside. See this system here, this is a spring system. So over here I think you can put up to 2 medium-sized luggage, no problem, or 1 big, 1 small. Yeah, that should be enough as well. So it's actually quite useful. The trunk is not small. Yeah, okay, it's actually pretty hot out there. It's warm, Malaysia weather. Yeah. So how good is this car? I would say this is slightly above Beza. I've driven both. Beza is a Pro Dual car, also a national car, and they are really neck to neck compared to each other in terms of pricing as well as the specs and so on. Yeah, but Beza is really have taken over the sales in terms of the units of sales. They have sold more than Proton Saga now, but I have driven both. That is slightly more frugal to drive. Yeah, that's a Beza. Yeah, if you see that, um, meaning that the petrol that you'll be using for is slightly lower, and it's slightly taller as well. Yeah, the boot space is slightly bigger, and that's about it. Yeah, of course, a lot of people are saying Pro Duo is easier to maintain and less problems, yeah, less problematics. But I find that Proton Saga is also one of the reliable ones, and they have been, you know, using this model, keep changing it for at least 10 years now. So most likely any workshop in Malaysia will know how to repair this, and the spare parts are everywhere. So these two cars is really one of the best sellers. Yeah, the sedans in Malaysia, the small A segment sedan, if you ask me. Yeah, this actually performs better on the highway. I feel more reliable driving this rather than the Beza out over there, and it's also however, yeah, but when you go up to 90 or 100, the engine sound starts to be quite loud. So I stay at about 80 most of the time. So that's good enough for me, because I want to feel confident when I drive. Yeah, if it started to grow louder, I think I won't be able to. I won't push it any further. Yeah. In terms of handling, I think this is very well as well. But the person sitting next to me is saying that it's a little bumpy, but I don't feel that. Okay, but I think it's okay. Yeah, for a car at this price, 40 over thousand ringgit. And another thing I want to really compliment is the aircon. It's really cold, but the thing is, after they have put it here instead of here, I feel it's constantly blowing my hand. Yeah, because my hand will be here holding the steering, and it's constantly blowing this side and instead of my face. So I think I can use this to blow my face, and this for the middle. Yeah, I know why they put it here. Yeah, because they want to make space for this. So they actually have swapped the space. But that's okay. I'm supposed to compliment this. Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, but the cost of the placement, it actually came out the other way. Doesn't matter. In terms of the build quality, I think Beza and this is almost the same. Yeah, that's how I feel. Okay. Maintenance wise, I have no idea. I just ran it for 3 days. So as long as it drives well, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't maintain it. Someone else will do that for me. So the last question is, if I were to rent another car, would I choose Beza over Proton Saga? Well, most likely not. Yeah, I think I'll still stay with Proton Saga. It drives better, and perhaps I should go for a newer version instead of this. This is 2022, still pretty new, just 1 year old, but I wanted to try the newer ones, because that will get me the real get me the best feeling of how a Proton Saga supposed to drive. Yeah, well, it has been driven for 84,000 for just 1 year plus, so it has gone through a lot. Yeah, this car. So that's why I hear some creaking sounds and so on. If this car is only driven for about 10,000, maybe it should still feel pretty new. Okay, I'm now waiting for the person to pick up the car. Just to tell you guys what kind of apps do I use to rent this car. I use Trevor, and if you are going to rent a car, I think it's a very good platform. Trevor. but please go to Lazada or Shopee to buy the vouchers first before you straight away book from the travel application, because you should get better discounts over there. Yeah, there is a travel official page for that, so you can just head to Lazada or Shopee to get that. Yep. So just want to share how's my experience with travel so far. Have been quite good. All I need to do is just choose the car available nearby, and of course I have to choose whether they will deliver it or I can go and collect it myself. I prefer them to deliver to my doorstep. Actually it's a third party. Yeah, this car owner just need to pass it to another third party person who's going to be a runner to send me the car. Then yeah, and there you go. Then later on, this runner, maybe another person will be coming in here to pick up the car. So it's a win-win for everyone. Yeah, so alright, that's all I want to share today on the Proton Saga car rental. This is my experience with this car, and thank you and have a nice day. Bye.